got Sophie here who's coming here to make a pitch for a thriller film and hoping to secure funding from our organisation in order to make talented young filmmakers like yourself, give them the opportunity to make fantastic thriller films. So can you tell us a little bit about your idea, please, Sophie?
So my idea is about this, the British government killing innocent bystanders, to blame it on terrorists, so then the innocent bystanders and people, families towards them will cause an uprising and like attacking these countries where these supposed terrorists came from.
Oh, very political. So political thriller film. Okay, I really like the premise of it. What are you going to see in the first couple of minutes? What are we going to see?
So in the first couple of minutes, you're going to see the Prime Minister and the computer security intern that is going to get a job there. Going to talk about his schedule, and he's going to get his schedule, and then he's going to see all these pieces of wanted people and all of these innocent people scattered across the table, and then because he's got a photographic memory, so then he remembers it all, and it kind of haunts him for the rest of the film.
What characters? Tell me about some of the characters that are going to be in it.
The characters, one is going to be called Oakley Smith, and he's this 20-year-old, and he is a computer genius, and he's going to get this job within the government to help with the security of the whole system. So basically, he doesn't know it yet, but he is technically helping the government in protecting the kind of like secret against the world. And the other character is the Prime Minister called Helena Moore, and she's basically the whole mastermind of this operation, and she wants power. So, and I kind of like how it's a female Prime Minister, and how the hero or the spy is a young 20-year-old person, because it breaks down like stereotypical barriers. Yeah. So like it shows that females can be in power and that younger people can have a higher authority. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, it's one of the I don't think we've ever had an idea like this. So it's a very ambitious idea. I like it. Just a couple of things in terms of the people, the casting, people you're going to have playing these roles. Who's going to play the 20-year-old? Who's going to play the Prime Minister?
So my mum is actually going to play the Prime Minister.
Fantastic. No, that's good. That's
and
good.
My brother, who is 19, is going to play the 20-year-old. So.
Excellent. Okay. So, and we can obviously show him being some sort of kind of computer whiz. Yeah. Maybe a suggestion, because quite often this is the case, where sometimes you hear about these kind of 14-year-olds who hack into the CIA, and then they end up actually working for them, because they kind of say, well, how did you do that? Come and work with us if you're that intelligent. Perhaps maybe that was his way in. I don't know. It's obviously you've got your own ideas with stuff like that. Okay, that sounds great so far. What are we going to see in the first couple of minutes?
So in the first couple of minutes, you're going to see them two across the table, and they're going to be discussing his job and what he's going to do, but basically she's going to be lying to him. And then she's going to get a phone call, then she's going to walk out of the room, and then that's when he sees all these odd, like, scattered bits of paper around, and then he remembers them because of his photographic memory, and it kind of like haunts him, and he doesn't know what to do in that situation. So because it's like always in his mind, and it's always in his job, so whenever he goes to work, he's always reminded of it anyway. So
So what's going to be on these pieces of paper, and how are you going to make them look official?
How am I going to make the characters look official?
Well, first of all, I'm talking about the setting.
Oh, the setting.
The setting, yeah. First of all, the setting. You're trying to make it look like the Prime Minister's office. All right. Now we don't see inside the Prime Minister's office, really, do we? But it might be worth. I think there has been, if you ever look for David Cameron or whoever it might be, have a look at any ones where what it looks like, and try to get that near enough how it is.
I've already had a look, and I've got a room in my house which I think will work pretty well with it. Okay. I think it'll have a nice balance with the lighting as well, because it's nice lighting. I've got like other things that can work with it. Fantastic.
Okay. And also in terms of making sort of an official looking document, it might be worth having a look at sort of what they look like. You should be able to find some examples if you type in something like government declassified documents, and to see what kind of appearance they go for, just to make that mise en scene believable, because that is the only thing that I can see with it. So it's a fantastic idea. It's just getting across that believability factor.
Yeah.
But certainly in the first couple of minutes, that sets it up quite nicely for a sort of political thriller. Okay, so in terms of the audience, who's the target audience?
Target audience is, so the film's going to be aimed at 12A, so it's like a 12A genre film, so it's aimed at mainly 12s and above. It's mainly aimed at males. It can be seen as mainly aimed at males, but because it consists of like a female premise and having that all like authenticity to it, it can also be females would want to watch it as well. Yeah. So that's a good thing about it.
I would also strongly suggest we have to be really careful because we can't use loads and loads of what's called found footage, which basically means other people's footage.
Yeah.
But I would strongly suggest that in the title sequence, I'm not quite sure what your plan is for the titles at the moment, but you could use some actual news reports in the background. You could use little bits of it, just snippets of where there's been a news report about a terrorist incident or suspected terrorist incident and such and we have to be careful how we kind of use this. We don't want to be insensitive to say to people who have suffered at the hands of it, but even if it's just a headline, terrorist suspect sex or something, things like that, just to kind of introduce the idea that it is a political thriller, something might not be quite right, how it links with everything. Okay, good stuff. So you've got an idea of your audience. In terms of what sort of kind of feel to the film we're going to have in the first couple of minutes? I'm thinking about use of music, how it might look, any effects if you need to. Or...
So the music's going to be just very, very subtle because you don't know anything until like the end of the opening sequence when the title's coming up, and that's when he sees all these scattered bits of paper flying around.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very subtle, and then it's going to start building up until the end bit.
Yeah.
And then when the title comes up, it's going to be more intense.
Yeah. I would definitely have a look at sort of spy thriller, not sort of spy thrillers, but kind of political drama thrillers. I'm even thinking going back to Spooks, which is quite old now, but look at their title sequences, how they do stuff like that as a possible texture analysis. And any other political thrillers you can think of as well. Sort of have a look at a couple of title sequences to see how they kind of set the genre in those first couple of minutes. But it sounds like a great idea, and I'm really pleased with the fact that it's such an original sounding idea. Okay, so obviously what I would do first, one of the things I would do is spend a lot of time, because you've got an idea of your location, getting a range of camera shots. How we're going to see, maybe we can see the person, the lad walking down towards the meeting, sort of the moments before that, or even there can be a kind of real shrinkage of time of him kind of getting up, getting himself ready, realise he's got this big meeting, to build up the tension of that meeting, and sort of practicing what he's going to say, that kind of thing. Like somebody might do before an interview. So you get some shots of him sort of talking himself in the mirror, getting himself ready, thinking about how we can build up that tension onto the way in. Does that sound okay? Yeah. Have you got anything you think you need extra help with?
Not particularly, no. I think I've got pretty much everything planned out.
Fantastic. Okay, I love your logo as well.
Do you like the
logo?
It's
very good, very good. Love it. Okay, all right, Sophie. Well, we're happy to invest in your film project, and hopefully we'll be very successful.
Thank you, sir.